Trapped Chilean miners, August 3rd, 2010 to October 13th, 2010. Prologue.
33 Chilean miners were trapped underground. Their copper mine had collapsed. Would rescue come in time? Would it come at all? Would they be able to survive with little food and water and no contact with the outside world? And finally, would rescuers be able to get each and every man out alive? The world watched and waited.
Vocabulary. Listen to and say these words. Trap. Vow. Devise. Pitch in. Drill. Tube. Cube. Disaster. Collapse. Ration. Makeshift. Outrageous. Joyous. Provisions. Witness. The story. Deep, deep underground, in a Chilean mine, 33 copper miners were trapped when their mine collapsed on August 3rd, 2010. How would this group of men survive? They didn't know whether anyone knew they were alive. They knew only one thing. They wanted to live. And together they vowed to stay alive and to somehow get out. The leader of the group was Luis Urzua. He was the foreman, and the men trusted him. Immediately, he rationed the 2-day supply of food. It had to last for several days. They needed to remain strong, be calm, and not panic. They needed to use every resource they had. A miner who knew first aid training became the doctor of the group. Another devised a communication system. And one of the men made a makeshift chapel. Everyone pitched in. They kept their spirits up by telling funny, outrageous stories. On day 18, they heard search drills, and the first contact with the outside world was made. It was a joyous moment. The world knew they were alive. Engineers had drilled a small hole directly into the mine. Now they had a way of getting supplies to them. They put food, medicine, clothing, whatever the miners needed into tubes and sent the provisions down to the miners. Now the miners had to stay alive until engineers could devise a way to get them out. How long that would take, no one knew. In the meantime, the men had to wait. Finally, on October 13th, they were rescued. They had stayed underground for 69 days, a record for a mining disaster. People all over the world, watching on TV, cheered and cried as one by one each man came up. All 33 were saved. The world had witnessed one of the most amazing rescues in history.
Dictation 1. How many miners were trapped in the collapsed mine? 2. What did they vow to do? 3. Who rationed the food? 4. They all pitched in to do what? 5. Why did they tell outrageous stories? 6. Did they hear the drill after 10 days? 7. Were the provisions sent down to them in a basket? 8. What happened on October 13th? 9. How long had they stayed underground? 10. Did anyone witness the amazing rescue? Summing up. It sure took guts to sit in that hole for 69 days.
Man, I would have lost my cool on the first day.
Yeah, I wonder how long I could have kept a cool head.
Boy, you sure gotta hand it to 'em for toughing it out.